I have to warn you, this is going to be an upsetting video. Honestly, I am heartbroken, furious, and I refuse to hold back right now. In fact, everyone in the country is not holding back. Hi, my name is Joanne from the Pawsful Living, where every story has purpose. If you believe that every life, no matter how small, matters, then you're in the right place. I'm filming this on the very same day that thousands are gathered at Luneta Park, rallying against this hot topic in the country right now. I am not there at Luneta Park fighting for what I think is right, but instead I am here talking to the camera to rally against the horrible and disgusting corruption that is happening in my country right now, the Philippines. Now, you may ask, why are you talking about this on an animal rescue channel? Well, here are the painful truths. Straightforward answer to that question. I'm just gonna flash photos. So when people say, why are you mad? It's just politics. No, this is not just about politics. This is lives of people, both in animals, being literally washed away because of the funds that were meant to protect us are gone. Corrupt officials are shamelessly pocketing billions that were meant for flood control projects in the Philippines. That money could have saved lives, but instead, year after year, our country drowns, like literally. Floods reach rooftops, families scramble to escape with whatever they can carry, and yes, sometimes their pets. And who gets left behind? The strays, the chained dogs, the caged cats, the forgotten ones. As an animal advocate, every time that we have a calamity, we would do hashtag don't leave your pets behind because we would always experience this, like multiple times in a year. If you're not aware, there are millions of strays in the country, and that's why people like us, advocates, would shed tears at these times. Every flood is the same horror. Lifeless bodies of animals floating in filthy waters, puppies and dogs that never had a chance to escape. These floods don't just take homes and livelihood, they drown the voiceless, the ones who depend entirely on the human compassion. Prefer catching these stray dogs and cats, putting them in pounds, letting them die slowly, just to say, we're making an effort to control rabies. Instead of funding for rehabilitation, fixing, vaccination, educating people of how animals should be treated by people, they would do minimal efforts and worse, leave the dogs in pounds, starving, dehydrated, and sick. I used to believe that it is impossible for our government to attend on these issues on animal welfare. Like people like myself had to speak up to help the country because they don't have enough to support the poor and the homeless people of the country. But knowing what I know now, that they've been stealing from people, it is really upsetting. And what's really making me sick? The amount, how much money we are actually talking about here. This isn't just few millions here and there. We're talking about billions and billions of pesos that were supposed to go to flood control. Since 2011, the government has already set aside almost 2 trillion pesos for flood projects. Like 2 trillion. And every single year, we still end up drowning. And get this, just the last 2 years alone, about 2 billion US dollars, that's more than 118 billion pesos. Basically, this appears because of ghost projects, substandard work, and just plain corruption. Like, where did it go? Who's pocketing it? Greenpeace even said that in 2025, out of 248 billion allocated for flood control, around 173 billion is vulnerable to corruption. Can you even imagine that? That's money that could have built proper dikes or working drainage systems or floodgates. Instead, it's being stolen. And here's the part that stings. While they're lining their pockets, it's us, the ordinary citizens, people like us, rescuers, volunteers, advocates, give up our time, our money, our energy. Those non-profit organizations paying out of pockets or buy food to help the poor. Because if we don't, who will? And the sacrifices are real. Skipping meals, working overtime, selling our own stuff just to cover vet bills, just to keep them alive. Meanwhile, officials sit comfortably in their air conditioned offices counting stolen money. So when people say, why are you mad? It's just politics. No, this is not just about politics. Look, I truly believe that Filipinos are one of the most amazing people in the world. I'm proud of that. We're known for being warm, hospitable, resilient, talented. We're the kind of people who will still laugh in the middle of disasters. We sing even when life is hard, and I'm proud to be a Filipino, but it hurts to see our leaders betraying that. It hurts to see corruption staining that pride. So, yeah, this is where I stand. This is my fight. I will not stop talking about this. I will not stop being the voice for the voiceless, especially for the animals. This is not just about corruption, this is about lives. Human and animals are being stolen and destroyed, and I cannot and will not stop talking about this. If you've made it up to this point of the video, thank you for staying and tuning in, and I will see you on the next update. Bye.